I'm Robin Lundberg, joined by U.S. men's national team midfielder Brenden Aaronson. And Brenden, I want to start with the congratulations on the win over Iran and advancing. Now we're all counting on you, though. Any pressure?
Yeah, there's always a little pressure when you come to a World Cup, but I mean, I'm so excited to be here and in the position that we're in. It's a dream come true, and I'm really, really excited and looking forward to this next game.
Being involved in the game, how much was your reaction to the Pulisic goal, like the fans, where it was a ooh?
Yeah. No, I mean, for me, I was on the sideline and I was warming up, and we were just gonna switch groups to go warm up. And I remember he scored and we all went nuts. And then you see him on the ground, you're like, oh my God, like what's this? Like everybody, you had that big like oof, like what's happening, you know? Because you couldn't see the angle from where we were. We were like, is he all right? You know, did he get hit or something? Because I couldn't really tell. But yeah, I mean, he looked when he got up, he didn't look like he looked like something was wrong. You could kind of tell, but got on with the half. So yeah, didn't really seem like anything was up. But yeah, I mean, for me, it was a crazy, crazy goal, and what a big goal for our history.
He seemed really amped for the team when you guys got back to the hotel. Was there any specific message he had?
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really a message from him. I think it was more of just everybody was like so happy and almost in shock that this really just happened. You know, it's a dream come true for all of us. It's most of I think it's everybody's almost their first World Cup, and to go out there and do what we did in the group stage and then beat Iran in a final type game. You know, we treated it like a final. It's an amazing feeling. Just goes to show you how strong our group is.
Have you ever had a pelvic contusion? Any doubts about his availability against the Netherlands?
Yeah, I mean, all I know right now is I've never had one, so I can't say. But it's day to day, and he's doing great. So we'll see what happens.
You came on for him at halftime, so do you expect to be relied upon more, a bigger role? Is that something you embrace?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's focused on the team most of all. And if my name's called and I have to go out on the field, I'm going to do the very best I can. It's definitely been. I mean, at the game, I remember getting my name called on at halftime, and you're like, your mindset isn't really there because you think, oh, Christian was fine, like he played the rest of the half, and then you get called in all of a sudden, and then so many emotions come over you, and you're like, oh my God, I got to get ready to go. Like this is the last 45 minutes of we have to defend this lead or get another goal. So a lot of emotion came over me, but whatever it is, whatever role I have to play next game, I'm ready to go.
You guys are getting a lot of praise from plenty of sources, but I saw Senator Cory Booker shouted out all the New Jersey connections on the team, including yourself, Coach Greg Berhalter. Is that something you've been aware of, or are you guys off the grid and locked in?
Honestly, I haven't heard anything about that. That's true. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool if that's true. I mean, I haven't heard anything about it, but we're pretty much in this hotel and we're kind of by ourselves, so we don't really hear much from the outside world, especially since an 8 hour difference. But yeah, that's awesome to hear that, and if I can get any contact with them, that'd be great.
Oh, we'll set that up. As Sports Illustrated can connect you with Senator Cory Booker, no doubt
Sounds
about
good.
that. Now, that you want to dinner? How do you want us to arrange it?
How do I want to? I mean, might have to go to Camp Michael for this, but I mean, maybe a phone call or something like that. That'd be great just to connect with them. And yeah, I mean, I'm a New Jersey native, so I'm a proud New Jersey guy, and yeah, I love the state, and that'd be awesome.
Full disclosure, so there's no conflict of interest. I live in New Jersey, so I'm saying that before I ask you: is New Jersey the best state
I
in the
like,
United States?
of course it is. There's no doubt in my mind. I can answer that right away. You know, it's the best state in the United States by far.
How do you feel about the Medford Messi nickname that I've seen some people use for you? Medford, New Jersey, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've got for a very long time now. And listen, I love the name, and I love that I mean, you can have Messi in your nickname. I mean, that's a pretty cool achievement. But for me, I want to be myself as best I can and create an own nickname for someone else. You know, so I want to be the best player that I can be. And listen, it's amazing having that nickname.
Does that make you a Messi over Ronaldo guy?
Yeah, it does. I am a Messi guy. Always been a Messi guy. I had posters all in my house of Messi. I've always been a big fan of his, and yeah, for sure, Messi.
And obviously, you're playing with Leeds United in the Premier League, also with Tyler Adams. How would you describe his, I guess, breakout
Oh,
performance
big.
in this World Cup?
Oh, well, I can't really put into words how amazing he's been for this team. He's such a big factor, and I think he helps the team in so many ways, let alone, I mean, the on the field stuff, but off the field stuff. I think he's done a tremendous job off the field too, with all the things that are being brought up and these kinds of things. He's done an amazing job with that. But on the field, it speaks for himself. I mean, he's done. I knew that he was going to do this. I know the player he is. I play with him week in and week out at Leeds. I train with him every day. He has an elite mentality, and I knew that this was going to be a breakout tournament for him.
When you say on and off the field, would you describe him as the leader of the team?
I would, yeah. I think we have a bunch of leaders in the team. I think that we not just Tyler. I mean, Tim Ream, Walker Zimmerman. Those are just names that come to my head. Christian, Weston. There's just so many names that you go off, and I think that with this team, there's so many tight connections. Everybody can be a leader at the time. But yeah, we have a leadership council here and that kind of thing. But I mean, for me, Tyler is this captain material, and I think he's showed this at his Leeds career so far and throughout his entire career. And I really think that he deserved this, and it's amazing for him.
You mentioned how important this is for U.S. men's national soccer team history, and it certainly is. How do you embrace the I guess part of it that is growing the game in the United States? Because you played MLS, obviously I just mentioned Premier League. Do you think it's important for the MLS to continue to grow as far as making the U.S. Soccer a bigger deal?
For sure. I think that I mean, if you look at the team now, I think there's been so many guys that have come up from the MLS academies and are now playing in the first team. And it doesn't have to be MLS academies. It's the academies all over the country. And I think that it's showing that the United States are getting it right on young players. And I see so many younger players, whether killing it in the MLS or killing it in Europe. It's getting bigger, and the kids are getting even better. And I'm really, really excited to see where things go.
Yeah, I saw you talk about 2026 and where it could be at that time, and mentioning catching up to baseball. Do you think soccer will surpass baseball in the United States?
Yeah, I mean, listen, both are. I mean, baseball is an amazing sport. And I have a lot of friends that do play it, but I think that with the way that soccer's going, I think that it is going to surpass it at some point. And I think that in America, it's going to continue to get bigger and bigger because it's such a global game and people love it. And you have the World Cup coming there soon, so I do think that it will surpass it at some point.
All right. Anything else we should know before you go into this matchup against Netherlands?
I mean, listen, Netherlands are a fantastic team and a fantastic country, and listen, they have some of the best players ever. Johan Cruyff. They played football for so many years now, so it's going to be a really tough matchup. They have amazing players and a great coach. So what we're going to do is try to be what we were this entire tournament, fearless and get after it. And I think that the U.S. fans can get behind that.